What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Aimé Dore collaboration with New Balance on the P550 Basketball Oxford in the white and gray colorway. The New Balance P550 is a basketball sneaker that originally released back in the late 80s, and then recently Aimé Dore released this as a 4-shoe pack alongside a wide variety of clothing and accessories. All 4 pairs of shoes retailed for a price of $130 US or 175 Canadian dollars. And I managed to grab this through an online raffle before the actual shoes released. So about a week before the shoes dropped on the website, they hosted this online raffle, so I tried my luck and I entered for all 4 colorways. Eventually I got the results in my email, so I struck out on the other 3 colorways, but this one I managed to successfully grab. For the worldwide release on Aimé Dore's website, which was on October 9th, all 4 colorways pretty much sold out immediately, and I think only the red colorway is slated for a bigger worldwide release, and those are going to be hitting other boutiques and other stores. This gray colorway though was definitely my favorite, with the green colorway being my second favorite, and according to Aimé Dore's website, the official color for this shoe is Silver Mix. First off, here's a quick look at the box. This comes in a special edition box that's specific to the gray colorway. You can see this is done in this vintage yellow looking color with gray hits. We have the New Balance logo and Aimé Dore branding in gray, and then on the sides we sort of have the side profile of the shoe. And on the front we have the label, which has the product code, which is BB550ALE, the size 10, and all the rest of the good stuff. Turning our attention back to the shoes, this pair is a very retro looking sneaker, and to me it really screams 1980s. And the majority of the upper is constructed out of this full grain leather. Taking a look at the toe box, this is constructed in this asymmetrical style in a very nice high quality white colored leather. Moving towards the sides of the shoe, we have this overlay, which is constructed out of this perforated white leather, and on the lateral side only, we have 550 in gray, representing the model number. Beneath this, there's this underlayer of gray as well, and then next to this we have this smooth white leather, and in the middle we have the New Balance end logo, which is done in this cracked leather finish. Moving further down towards the back, the top of the ankle collar area, this is constructed out of this gray colored leather, and then beneath this, wrapping around the back heel of the shoe, we have this off-white colored nylon. Surrounding the back heel, we have this smooth white leather, and then printed on the center, we have the New Balance logo on the right foot and the Aimé Dore logo on the left foot. Wrapping around the bottom of the back heel, we have this gray colored TPU heel clip to give you added structure and support. For the laces, these come standard with a flat white colored lace, but they also give you 2 extra lace options. There's a gray colored lace and this vintage off-white colored lace as well. Underneath the laces, we have this padded tongue, which is constructed out of this off-white colored nylon. The edges of the tongue are covered in this gray colored nylon, and in the center we have this large nylon tag with New Balance and Aimé Dore branding done in various shades of gray. Taking up the insoles, these come with a very well padded insole. So in the middle, it's basically your traditional foam, but if I turn the insole over to the other side, you can see it's essentially 2 different layers with a secondary layer of stiffer foam supporting the back heel. The upper of these 550s sits atop this off-white vintage looking midsole. This is purposely done to give it a very aged look, and we have the New Balance logo and New Balance word mark etched on the lateral side. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, here we have your outsole, which is pretty much all done in this gray colored rubber. We have this very vintage looking traction pattern along with this New Balance branding found underneath the back heel. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. I know a lot of you guys are wondering, how do these fit? And I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I didn't know how these fit, so I took a chance and got these in my true size 10. Trying these on, I'd say overall they do fit true to size. I've heard online a lot of people have said that they prefer to go a half size down, but for me, I personally felt like there was a ton of layers on this shoe, and the insole in the sneaker was actually pretty thick as well. So by sticking true to size, it gave me a very nice, decently snug fit. From a length perspective, there's just under a index finger's width between the top of the shoe and the top of my foot, and I think that's perfect. If you have wide feet, I definitely wouldn't go a half size down, and unless you're looking for a really snug one-to-one fit, then true to size, in my opinion at least, is the way to go. Moving on to the topic of comfort, this shoe was actually surprisingly comfortable. On one hand, actually having these in person, they're a lot heavier than I thought, and the majority of the comfort does come from the very well padded insole. With that said though, the insole that they give you is very comfortable. It has very nice squishiness and softness to it, especially underneath the heel. So if you're, for example, someone that likes the feel of the New Balance 997, this is going to feel like the complete opposite. The heel is very soft, very plush, and you feel much lower to the ground compared to the 997, which has a much higher heel. Finally, quickly touching upon the quality and the craftsmanship on this pair, overall I'd say that it was decent. It wasn't by any means the best New Balance I've ever seen. So on one hand, they do utilize full grain leather on the upper. This white leather, you can really feel the quality, and it's a nice semi-thick cut of leather. On the other hand though, the craftsmanship left a little bit to be desired. There were some visible glue stains and a few loose threads that I had to trim off, but it wasn't the biggest of deals, so overall it was solid but not amazing.
This should be played at high volume.
So with all that being said now, let's lace these up and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. New Balance's popularity continues to rise in 2020, and I love the fact that ALD is bringing out these obscure, lesser known silhouettes like this P550 and bringing them to the forefront for modern day sneaker enthusiasts to enjoy. Myself, I've honestly never heard of the 550 before this, and I was very curious to give this a shot, and overall I'd say that I wasn't disappointed at all. Like I said from the beginning, this is a very retro look to it, and I'm very glad that I was able to land the one pair that I wanted the most. I also think that this being gray, white, and this off-white color is going to be a very wearable shoe, and it's a silhouette that I think you can really dress up or dress down. So I'm curious to know what you guys think about this Aimé Dore New Balance P550. How do you guys feel about the silhouette in general? And for the 4 colorways, how do you rank this one compared to the other 3? If you guys enjoyed watching this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at sgo8. Check out my Twitter at sean.go and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.